All right, friends, we have in studio with us the ever debonair, one of the best guys I know, and somebody I trust with almost every project I have. He's my go-to guy, and he should hopefully be your go-to guy as well, Mr. Brent Giddings of B Giddings Services. So good morning, Brent.
Good morning. Thanks for having me in.
You bet. Brent, you're hot off the home show. You had a booth at the big home show that took place at the Fargo Dome a couple of weeks ago. What in the world were you promoting at the home show besides being my go-to guy?
Well, I do bathtub resurfacing. So if you have that old bathtub, whether it's pink or green or blue or whatever color it may be,
all three perhaps,
or if it's just white but the surface is wore off from years and years of cleaning, it's hard to keep clean. Well, I can make that look brand new again.
And there's been commercials about this all over, that you can take this tub liner and you can put it over your existing tub and voila, you get a brand new tub. Is that what you're doing? Because I think those cost thousands of dollars, don't they?
Those do cost thousands of dollars, and that's not what I do. I actually spray an acrylic urethane directly onto the surface of your tub. I'm not putting a liner over the top, so it's drastically cheaper.
Okay, so drastically cheaper, less expensive, and yet what's the durability of that? Because some people will think and have the understanding that if you're spraying your tub or whatever it may be, that it's only going to last a year or two.
Well, it's an acrylic urethane, so it's very much like auto finish on your car. So it's kind of like taking your car into the auto body shop and getting a new paint job.
And so that won't wash away, right?
Right. It's very durable. Industry-wide, they say it should hold up for at least 10 years.
Wow. Most people live in their house an average of 9 years. So, and that's different. Some people live in their house for 50 or 60 or 70 years, and some people 5 or 6 months.
Sure.
But if somebody's living in their house an average of 9 years, and you say that your tub finish on average will last 10 years, why in the world would people choose these liners that they're seeing on TV right now, Brent?
The only thing I can think of is that they say they can do it in one day. Well, mine gets done in one day too.
Right.
For a fraction of the cost. I don't really know why they would put in one of those systems.
Well, I think it's an easy answer from my perspective. And that's because they're advertising a lot. And guess what? When you're spending money as a consumer, if somebody's advertising a lot, that's sometimes built into the cost. And so I think that, and I want to be cautious on that, because those of you just tuning in, again, talking with Brent Giddings of B Giddings Services about finishing tubs. And specifically, if we're talking about advertising, what I love is that our advertising, at least in a real estate industry, brings more clients. And more clients means more demand, and more demand means more money for the consumer, which is great. But in your world, in the resurfacing of tubs, Brent, I think that when somebody's spending a lot of money on advertising, the consumer, when they're paying for that product, are also paying for that advertising. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, very much so.
And so if somebody wants to get their tub finished, you're small, you're local, you're the mom and pop shop of tub refinishing. And I love buying local. If I can avoid a national chain at all costs, I would. Because I think there's value in buying local. So for those people who are listening, Brent, what kind of cost would they absorb in getting their tub refinished? Because again, we said that these covers that go on that are all over the TV right now, those are thousands of dollars, and you're a fraction of that cost.
Exactly. To do your basic bathtub, you're looking at $350.
That's chump change.
Yeah, and so if you have, like, say, a one-piece fiberglass unit, that's $625.
Okay.
You're
doing the side too.
Yeah, you're doing the walls and everything, and you can do tiled surround. If you have the old ceramic tile, you can spray that as well. But if anybody ever wants an estimate, I give free home estimates, so I can come right out.
That's fabulous. So Brent, if I want to make sure people heard that correctly, if they have a tub, if they have the fiberglass surround, or even if they have ceramic tile on their tub, you can take care of all that.
Yes.
And it's just like finishing a car, except a lot less expensive.
Exactly.
I love it. Brent, it's not just tubs that you refinish. You also are a master painter. Would that be the fair assessment?
Master, I do a lot of painting.
No, you have this steady hand, and I don't know how that works, because I think for me, I would start shaking with nerves working on edges and corners, and you have this ability to go quickly, to go smoothly, and it's a really inexpensive way for people to up the value of their home. So what is it that you specialize in for painting?
I do a lot of interior painting, so you talk about a steady hand and stuff, but years and years of cutting in edges, it just kind of becomes an extension of your hand, I guess, the paintbrush. So, but I do a lot of interior painting.
What I love about what you do, Brent, is that you are an expert. You're a humble guy, and so you're not willing to say that you're the best of the best. And yet, I get a chance to work with people all over the industry, and you're the one I trust the most to
appreciate
go to. And whether it's refinishing a tub or whether it's painting the interior of your home, or even if it's a quirky little project. Brent hates quirky little projects, but I like to throw them on him all the time. The guy knows what he's doing. He gets our recommendation. So Brent, if somebody wants to give you a call or check out your website, what do they do?
Absolutely. You can give me a call on my cell phone, which is 701-306-5383, or they can always look me up on my website, which is Giddingsservices.com.
Brent Giddings, you are a gem of a guy. Of course, if you didn't remember that, just contact us at Hatch Realty. We'll get you connected with Brent, and heck, we'll even have him throw in a free small paintbrush. I don't know if that's an offer. I just suckered you in. Brent Giddings of B. Giddings Services. Get your bathtub refinished, get your interior painted. And for those of you who are listening right now, go to livefargomoorhead.com. Find out what your home is worth during the break. This is Real Estate Radio with Erik Hatch.